Greetings to all. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School. I am Pallavi Tandon, Faculty of English at SRN International School. Today we will be learning about the famous poem by Walt Whitman, The Voice of the Rain, from grade 11th English Corps. Now let me give you a brief introduction about the poem. The Voice of the Rain is a poem written by Walt Whitman in which the rain personifies itself to the author by calling itself the poem of earth. The rain talks about how it rises as vapor from the sea and land and floats up till the heaven where it changes its form and becomes a cloud and falls back to the earth on the lands that are filled with drought and allow the seed to grow. The poem is written as a free verse without any specific form in just 9 distinct lines. In the poem, the role of the poet is equated with rain and says that he has put in all his emotional energy into the poem and released it like the evaporating water. Whitman's poems was written with a purpose of affecting the vital and eternal behavior of people just like the nature does. And now let me tell you the major theme of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, can be fulfillment possible through the cycle of creation, be it the cyclic creation of life and the freshness by the rain or the creation of a poem by a poet. Now let us know about the poet Walt Whitman. He was also called the Bard of Democracy, and he was considered as one of America's most famous poets. Let me tell you, he was born on 31st May 1819 in West Hills, New York, United States, and he died on 26th March 1892, Camden, New Jersey, United States. His famous poems are Leaves of Grass, Song of Myself, O Captain, My Captain. And the famous awards that he was felicitated with were Golden Kite Award for Picture Book Illustration. Before we start with the paraphrasing of this beautiful poem, let me give you a brief central idea of the poem. This particular poem signifies the eternal role that rain plays in nurturing, quenching, and purifying the various elements of earth. The rain returns the favor to its place of origin, from where it rises unseen from the depths of the water and from the land. The rain itself is explaining to the reader about its origin, work, and its cyclic movement. A comparison has also been drawn between rain and music, as both of them make the world more lively and return to their place of origin after fulfilling their purpose. Now, let me start with the paraphrasing. And here I'm going to just give you a very simple explanation of the first few lines of this, which starts from here that, and who art thou? You can see here is a direct dialogue between the poet and the raindrop is going on. And here said I is none other than the poet who is talking to the raindrop, who has given the answer which he has translated for the readers. So the poem begins with the poet asking for the identity of the soft falling shower. Much to the surprise of the poet, the rain replies to his question, which the poet translates for his readers. The rain in its own voice tells the poet that she is the poem of this earth. The rain is trying to say that as music or poetry gives pleasure to human beings, the rain gives happiness to Mother Earth. In these lines, the poet says that the rain is an eternal process, but it takes different forms at different times. It rises from the land and the deep sea in the form of intangible water vapor and goes up to the sky, There it takes an indistinct shape in the form of clouds. Although it changes in its form or shape, its core matter remains the same. Since vapor and clouds contain water, they can get transformed into the other. The words impalpable and eternal indicate that nature is not fully understood, and some part of it always remain beyond our reach. Here, further he says that the raindrops pour down from above to wash away droughts and dust layers enveloping earth. It satisfies the thirst of the dry earth and heals everything that is disregarding and is lying lifeless. The showers remove the dust particles and make earth clean and green. The rain also helps in the germination of seeds which were lying dormant due to the dry spell. As they receive the rainwater, it gets sprouted, and then the seed transforms into a new plant and then to a tree. In these last few lines, the poet has beautifully explained about the journey of the rain, how it is received on the earth, and what is its significance. So, just to describe, he has brought a parallel between the rain and the song, which is originated from the deepest soul of the heart. Here in these lines, the poet says that rain is involved in a continued process of giving life on earth by providing water to the dormant seeds and making the earth look more beautiful and full of greenery. Rain helps in enhancing the beauty of the earth, as in the absence of water, everything turns dull or lifeless and dust accumulates everywhere. The last two lines are the poet's own words and his reflections upon the answer given by the rain. The poet observes that the life of rain is similar to that of a song. A song or poem is creativity at its best. It has the power to calm, heal, rejuvenate, transform, and thrill. In the same way, repeated evaporation and condensation purifies the rain. The entire environment gets drenched in the rain, dust particles settle down, and there is greenery everywhere, which makes the whole earth look beautiful. The poet therefore draws a parallel between rain and music, as they both have rhythm and ability to thrill. Both of them rejuvenate and beautify life. Now let us know about the poetic device which is used in this poem. First of all, we have personification. The rain has been personified as it has been given a voice in the poem. Next we have metaphor. I am the poem of the earth. The poet uses a metaphor to compare how the rain leaves the ground to come back to the ground, giving back to it, much like a person who leaves its home only to come back after fulfilling his journey. Then we have parallelism or simile. In the last two lines, the poet has drawn a parallel between the rain and the song of a poet. In fact, he has used hyperbole also, where he has used a bottomless sea is an example of hyperbole. The poet describes sea as bottomless, which is an exaggerated statement to bring out the desired effect. Next we have imagery. In the first line of the poem, soft falling shower gives the reader an image of gentle rain or drizzle. During the dialogue between the poet and the rain, it creates an image of showers or drops of water falling down from the heavens to earth and infusing it with greenery, purity, and beauty. Now, let us critically appreciate the poem. The poem, The Voice of the Rain, written by Walt Whitman. In this particular piece of poetry, the poet has personified rain, or you can say rain itself has personified to the author. The rain calls itself the poem of the earth, which is so beautifully been expressed. And we have also noticed that this particular piece of poetry is written in free verse. There is no specific rhyme scheme which is followed. And the role of the poet is equated with rain over here. And he has a purpose of affecting the vital and eternal behavior of people. I hope, students, you must have understood the poetry well. If you have liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.